What is going on, crypto family? This is your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on this video, guys, we're going to be talking about Bone Shiba Swap token, or really about the overall global crypto market of what's happening right now with Bitcoin. I see a lot of people losing their minds in regards to Bitcoin actually having this dump. And again, this is something that I try to prepare you guys over 2 years ago. Now, I couldn't find the video from over 2 years ago, but I was able to find the video from at least over a year ago, just to be able to show you guys, like, look, I've been there, done that, already did this, and I know exactly what's going to happen. So don't be fearful. The only thing that you could do right now, if you're new to all of this, accumulate, accumulate. Not just, just your standard assets, but accumulate all the different assets that you saw went parabolic before in the future, or in the past, and accumulate those that has been, that is severely on discount. Because at the end of it, you are going to get rewarded severely. Now, before I dive too deeply into it, again, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I definitely love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about the overall global crypto market. So taking a quick look, guys, at the price of Bitcoin. Again, it's just been a straight downward pressure due to the fact that the US government, guys, decide that they want to sell about $4 billion worth of Bitcoin. So people are trying to do TA, trying to be able to do all that. TA does not matter when it comes to a huge selling pressure. What you have to do, just let it play out, then do your TA, because TA at the end of the day is not going to matter. Because if it's similar to like a dev having a huge buttload of tokens and they're just dumping the tokens, like the TA does not matter, because until the selling gets done, then none of it is going to matter. So I don't know if it's done yet, but currently right now, Bitcoin is seeing a little bit of a bounce, and just this last 24 hours, it did bounce off the 59-ish, and now we're starting to see green candles. But people are really losing their mind in regards to all of this. And again, going back to what I have told you, if you guys are a long time watcher of my channel, this is what I try to prepare you guys for, because a lot of people are gonna make the mistake by selling early, selling before a Bitcoin halving, which we've seen a lot of people do before, as well as selling post halving until the parabolic move happened. Bitcoin have not set new all-time highs yet. Until it does, no one, and not financial advice, I'm just telling you guys, you shouldn't be selling any asset. Any asset that you own right now, you should not be selling, no matter how down you are on it. Even if you're up on an asset, you're not supposed to be selling it, because the true life-changing gain, again, this is all about making life-changing gain, not just making gains, because you could close your eyes, buy an asset right now, and make gains on it. We're talking about trying to make life-changing gains that will impact your life for the rest of your life. This is what I'm preaching. This is what I'm trying to teach on my channel. So looking at Bitcoin, again, from past halvings, like I've been mentioning, guys, again, 2 years now, like I've been mentioning, we're not going to see anything significant happen on Bitcoin until typically 6 to 8 months after the halving. And these are the proof. And I already did videos like this just to be able to explain this to you guys. So this is just a quick little rehash. You had the second halving, this yellow line represents the second halving. After it happened, you didn't see any significant movement as far as like straight up move until what, 6 months. About 6 months after it, the next thing you know, you see Bitcoin go whoop, parabolic. Oh, all-time high is set. Now bear cycle happens. Okay, of course we're going to start to see sell-off, sell-off. Bitcoin having happened again. Nothing really is significantly happening, because look where the price is at, look where the all-time high is at. Big difference. So next thing you know, a little bit 6, 7, 8 months afterwards, past all-time highs, whoop, Bitcoin goes on a nice run, setting all-time highs, right here at the 69-ish level. Now we had another Bitcoin halving that just took place in the month of April. Again, we're currently only 4 months out, so the stuff that you're looking to happen as far as onto Bitcoin, it's not going to happen yet, because it still needs the time to be able to have that supply shock. Right now, what we're seeing has been forced selling after forced selling, with German government just putting a whole bunch of Bitcoin into supply, as well as the United States government that's currently doing the same thing right now. But one test, two tests, three tests, on the fourth test, which I think could very well happen this month, like maybe towards the end of this month, if not sooner, we could really start to see a Bitcoin going parabolic, then boom, off to the races. And anyone who sold before the halving or post halving, before the 6 months were up, you guys are going to be looking like, yo, I wet the bed. Because essentially that's exactly what you did. Because I've already heard some people like, Random Marks, man, I already sold my bone. Bone's not doing too well. Like, again, it doesn't matter what it's doing right now. It only matters what it's gonna do once Bitcoin start having, breaking past its all-time highs and it's going parabolic. That's the time you should really be focused on whether or not does it really matter, because right now it doesn't matter. 42 cents, it get to 30 cents, 20 cents, all of that doesn't matter. Bitcoin still have not made its all-time high, so until it does, like I mentioned again, it does not matter. But let me play this video, because this is what, like, one of my, to this day, I rank this video as probably one of my best videos that I made, because I gave you guys because I'm not a prophet in all this, I'm not, I didn't automatically just go into the future just to be able to predict where we're at. It's just, I've been around the block long enough to be able to see how things develop, and some of the stuff that I was talking about in this video is currently what we're seeing right now. So let me play this, and just to show you guys when this video was made. And this is why, again, this is why I like my channel, because everything is documented, so people can't call me a liar or anything like that, because yeah, they go the receipt. So this May 25th 2023, this was even before Shibarium was dropped, and I was saying, I even titled, "You're not gonna make it," because based upon comments that I see from people, based upon how I see people on X, the reaction or the complaints that I was seeing just prompted me to make this video. And I'm seeing the same complaints right now, and it just solidified what I said over a year ago. And I actually made a video about this maybe 2 years ago, but I just couldn't find this video, so I'm just playing this one. So let me just play this, and that way you guys can really understand exactly what I'm talking about. So let me just hush up and play this right now. So imagine the people who bought Bone right now, and this is what I mean, like, we are all not going to make it, because some of these people, they're going to get impatient, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to start selling before the halving of Bitcoin of next year, or they're going to sell right after the halving, not knowing that for the supply shock to truly happen, it still needs a little bit of a time for it to be adjusted to all of this. So if we take a look at Cardano, guys, Cardano, imagine if you were the people buying, because again, I think the channel that I was watching back in 2017, 2018, his name was Superman. And he kept hounding and saying, like, hey, Cardano's going to be huge. Cardano's going to be huge. And he was saying this from 2018, 2019, and 2020 as well, too. I got tired. And guess what I did? I got out of my Cardano position when it was, in the 2 cents, 1 cent range. And even after the halving happened, Cardano wasn't really doing nothing, guys. It really wasn't doing nothing. And some of the people like myself that was in it sold. People who, was watching his channel probably sold as well, too. Like, this is not doing nothing. But all of a sudden, a year later, after the Bitcoin halving, you have this huge parabolic move where Cardano actually went up 15,000%. To put it in perspective, had I just, $100 investment in Cardano would have been worth $15,000 a year later, which in my opinion, it is huge, because the same mindset right now with Bone, 15,000% increase right now of Bone would put us over $100. And for the people who are saying like $100 can't happen, it can't happen, all this and that, they don't really understand like the power of crypto, because due to the fact that a lot of the circulating supply of Bone is going to be locked away. So this amount right here, that's not going to be it. So huge upside, guys, huge upside. Even if you take a look at chain links as well too, after the halving. So this video is really just to try to, express to you guys, even after the halving, don't expect something to happen immediately. Because if you're expecting something to happen immediately and it doesn't happen, guess what you're going to end up doing? Selling, then probably coming back somewhere over here to buy. Yes, you could probably still make a good gain, but versus buying somewhere between here and selling somewhere over here, I would take that any day. So huge upside that, in my opinion, is going to happen for Bone. So this is why I tell people, I don't mind Bone going down even further. People are freaking out like, oh my. Yeah, so I just at least wanted to just show you guys, like, again, this is what I was talking about. Like, don't expect it to happen immediately after the halving. A good indicator of this is when everything should really be happening is when Bitcoin surpassed its all-time highs. Now, I'm just going to end this video off with this point, and I just want to show you guys, if you guys are not following Confessions on X, I highly recommend it, because these are confessions of actual traders. When I say 90% of traders lose money, this is what I mean. People will be thinking like, oh, I'm not a part of the 90%, because I made money on this. No, it's not just making money, but also keeping it. You could make money on one crypto, then turn around and just lose everything on the next crypto. And I actually been able to see this happening in this last few weeks with a couple of people who made lots and tons of money on Roaring Kitty, but they decide that they want to sell Roaring Kitty, investing into another crypto just to be able to lose that. Like, no, this is one thing that a millionaire trader told me. He said, Random Marks, you only need to be rich once. As simple as that sounds, a lot of people don't look at it like that. But I'm just gonna read this off. It said, I made a low 6 figures last bull run, started from 3K only to slowly give it all back. Round trip a few times and now left with under $10,000. This is the sad truth. You could make money, right? A lot of people could make money, but you're gonna mess around, use that money, invest it to another crypto, then poof, that money's gone. And these are very, very common themes within crypto or within trading. Same thing I've seen in the stock market as well. Like 90% of traders lose money. Whether if they make money, they're going to end up eventually giving it back if you don't have proper habits within the markets. This person said, I made $700,000 last cycle and I had it all in stables in the bottom. Somehow barely bought anything. I then proceed to buy the top of an altcoin trying to catch up. Then the following dip from 150K of leverage, I got liquidated. So currently right now, they got 40K of Bitcoin. Now you got this person right here who just, made pretty good money off of Roaring Kitty. And I'll make a separate video just covering this. But they invested $870. And this is not even when I first dropped the video about Roaring Kitty, because this is actually, they bought in at 3 zeros. When I first dropped the video about Roaring Kitty, it was at 4 zeros too. So almost a 10x when they bought it. But they end up to convert this to over $22,000, guys, close to $23,000. Now, whoever this person is, don't make the mistake of, as far as like taking this, nice game and investing into something else that you're not even familiar with, and next thing you know, $22,000 goes back to like $800. Like, this is the cycle that I tend to see within the market. You only need to be rich one time. You only need to make life-changing gains one time, and don't give it back. That's really the message. Don't give it back. So make sure you guys are doing solid investing. A lot of you guys, and it's not even just to talk down on anybody or anything like that, but a lot of you guys, that what I'm seeing, you don't have enough experience. Because I see a lot of people come in within the comment section giving their opinion, and I'm like, yo, you don't have enough experience just to be able to give an opinion about what's really happening. So take this time to learn from people who's been around the block longer than you. Some people may already got, how it works and stuff like that, but majority of the people out there, you don't have enough experience to be able to start formulating your own thoughts. And not just saying just only listen to me, but also look at other experienced crypto people who's been in this field more than 2020. Because a lot of it just come from people, who making content are only here from 2020, and they're giving out the advice. They have the biggest channels and all this and that. Now, some may give some good, solid content, but for majority of what I'm seeing, in this crypto, media, I should say, it's not very, very good content. It's not very, very solid content. And if you guys are still going to plague yourself as far as listening to them, then yeah, you're going to do yourself a disservice by either missing out on huge opportunities. I thought I just ran a little bit though, just to be able to give you guys my thought, my take in all of this. But make sure, guys, you are protecting yourself, because again, the bull run, the blow your face off as far as within the market, that has not yet started. And selling right now before that happened on any asset, because at the end of the day, you don't know which asset is really gonna explode. Now I have theses and ideas of several different assets that I'm currently holding, but this is why, like, I have not really sold any of my assets, guys. And this is why I show you guys as far as with my portfolio with Roaring Kitty, made 100x, had the BRC20s, that was a 60x. Like, I'm showing you guys just patterns of how to be able to assess all of this. So that way, once I decided, I'm like, you know what, I ain't gonna make YouTube videos anymore. This way you could continue to keep going on without having to rely on, hearing my thesis, and you guys can formulate your own. But really, that is all that I have for you today. This video is a lot longer than what I intended it to be. But leave a like, leave a comment. Random Arts guys signing off. Peace.